Hi everybody, welcome to Carmen, Katharine's Wreaths. Today we're going to do a witch hat, and we made it out of wire hangers. This is actually purple and black mesh that is from the Dollar Tree. My husband says it looks a little blue on the camera, but it's actually that deep violet purple. So I just wanted to show it before we start it. I put a little crow in the ribbon on top of the hat, kind of like a Nanny McPhee type thing. But I'm not a scary person at all, so this is my version of Halloween. It is prissy, but it's nice and fun. You can cross the legs or you can leave it straight. But we're going to show you how to make this little thing. So I was very proud of it. I'm going to show you how to make it out of wire hangers. We're going to put all the decor on it, and it's going to be nice and fun. So I'll see you in a few seconds. Hi everybody. Okay, so I'm back. So this is our Wreath, the witch hat. So it's 20 inches long, about 18, 20 inches long, and 26 wide at the biggest part. So what I did is I put actual floral wire around it, and that keeps it from coming loose when you put the fabric around, and it gives you options if you want to weave it in and out, okay? So, but it actually keeps the fabric from pulling it out. It keeps a little ding in there, I guess you call it. And I put floral wire in between here as well. So if you wanted to, instead of doing like I'm doing the loopy measure in here, when I put the loops in, you can put fluffs in it if you want. So this is what it looks like. So what we're going to do is, it's about 4 hangers. So you're going to cut the tops off. And this is a wire. This is what you use to straighten it. And this is the wire cutters. So you're going to cut the tops off with your wire cutters. And you can buy these at any home improvement stores, or you can ask your husbands. They should have them. But it takes a little bit, but as you can see, it's starting to cut through. See? It cuts it, so there's no problem in cutting it. You just need a pair of sturdy wire cutters, not the little ones you get from the Dollar Tree. This needs to be like a mailing tool. So you're going to cut it. You're going to cut about 4 of them. Once you cut them, you're going to take your pliers and you're going to straighten it. So, and you're just going to straighten it, and this is how we're forming our wire, okay? So, you're going to straighten them all the way, and then you're going to cut them down to size, too. If you're trying to get the same dimensions I have. So, what we need on these is you're going to need your 2... Oh, I'm sorry, babies. I'm sorry. They're fine, I just scared him. Okay, so you're going to need 18 inches on both sides. It's the eclipse, guys. 18, almost 19 inches on both sides, okay? And it's at angled. And then you're going to need your, this is a separate piece too. So you're going to need 26 at the top, and then the bottom is almost 30, because I did it as a little groove, like you're putting a hat on your head and it goes over the top of your head. Alright? You're going to need some either electrical tape, or you can use your washi tape. You need to put this on the tops and the corners, otherwise you're going to cut your fingers off the sharp edges. So you can get washi tape at Paper Mart. So I'm trying to show you all the basics. So what you do is you're going to cut them. You're going to measure them to size, the dimensions I just gave you. Then you're going to cut them with your cutters. And all you're going to do is just cut them like I showed you on how the top is. And you want it a little bit longer than that because you got to twist it at the top. And you're just going to take them and measure them to size, okay? And you're just going to cut 2 even pieces. And if I can do this, you can do it because I'm very weak. So you'll get the gist of what I'm saying. So then you're going to take your pliers and you're going to twist it around and then you're going to tape it at the top, all right? See how it forms right here? Then you're going to take this part and you're going to measure it out to what I told you. You're going to take the one part and you're going to bend it up and then you're going to tape it on it. And you're going to take these 2 ends and you're going to wrap it around each corner. So it's going to be 3 pieces merging into one and you're going to tape it on each end. So 2 at the top and 3 at each side here. Alright? So you need your wire cutters, heavy duty wire cutters, your pliers, you got to straighten it, and then you're going to need, these are like little, they're kind of like wire cutters, they're nose, what are they called?
Needle nose.
Needle nose pliers. See, I knew it. I just need to know from him. And that's how you're going to twist it around, is with the needle nose pliers. All right? And like I said, if I can cut it, you can cut it. So I'm trying to make this not as long as the other ones because some people have gotten upset with me from going too long. So once you tape it and everything, you're going to wrap. All that's holding it up is a pipe cleaner. And all I did was wrap it around, inside, around once on each side in it, and then I twisted it up top. And it holds it together. You're going to take your wire, and you're going to go around, and you're going to twist it all the way around. And you're going to, that's how we get it to be sturdy. And that's all you do. And this hangs, as I showed you at the beginning, that's all that's holding it. So it's not hard at all. So I am going to hang her up here, as you see. And now we're going to get started on our ribbon. Okay, so the first bow I made is with the Pro Bow hand. And I put a little crow in it. And this is a 2 ribbon wire. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make the ribbon, the bow, and then we're going to add the purple in it. It looks blue on camera, but it's actual Halloween purple. And that goes behind it so it blends in with the ruffle that I put right here in the hat before we add our legs. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to make that. And it's really easy. So I know everybody, please go to Regina Sellers Pro Bow Large Hand and look up single ribbon, and it'll show you how to do beginners. All I did was, this is my placement of my fingers. This is, I used 2 on row B, 2 on the rest on row C, and then we have our starting finger. So this is your placement. Alright? And I'm not a pro. This is my second bow I ever made. So if I can do it, you can do it. All you're going to do is you're going to tweed in a piece of wire in between the 2 pieces of ribbon. And I put the thicker ribbon in the center and the sheer one on the end. And all I did was you just stick it through. And you're going to go halfway through. And she shows you how to do this. It's not hard at all. And then you're going to take halfway through and you're going to wrap it around twice. And this is exactly how she shows you how to do it. Then you're going to take your ribbon. See, you have the one end here and the one end here. And you're going to go, and remember, she says not to force it. And you want to make it so see. I'm trying to show y'all. So we're going to go around your forefinger, and you are going to wrap this, twist it all the way around, and then you're going to have a little lift right there. And then you're going to wrap this around your nail. Just twice is all you need. I'm a little nervous, so bear with me, because it's only my second one I ever made. And I'm serious when I say my second one. So, and I just hold it under. So then she goes, and this is Regina's, the way she does it. She takes it, and we are going to go so get right here, and then we go. And remember, she does the bottoms up method. So all I'm doing is what I saw on her thing. And like I said, this is only my second one, so bear with me, everybody. So we're going to fast forward this until I'm done with it. There we go. I'm sorry, Regina, if I'm looking really bad on here. Here we go. Make sure that it's nice and straight. Please watch her video. Here we go. And she does bottoms up. And I probably should be sitting down where it's all, where you're like in front of it, would make more sense to me. Because I'm standing up, so it's going to make it a little bit harder. I think the table should be higher. That's part of my problem. So just remember to bottoms up it. So what I did notice when we get closer to this, you want to tie it down. I'm actually doing pretty good for not tying it down, to be honest with y'all. Last one I had to tie it down. So, and it only takes one roll. That's all we're using. And I'm doing something, well, not bad for my second one, but bottoms up, over. Now, and this is Halloweenish, so it does not have to be perfect. So don't say, oh God, it's got to be perfect. This is your Halloween looking ribbon. So, I'm doing something wrong. Okay, so I'm doing something actually a little bit right. Just this part is wrong, but we're almost out of ribbons, so that's okay. This is where... Alright, so this is where, if you're doing this, you're going to want to tie it down till you get to this part, because we are out of ribbon here. But I used actually one roll on this. You don't need 2 existing rolls, so... We're using 2 rolls at once, but you don't need to extend it. This is Dollar Tree, so it's only 3 yards. So we're going to go again, bottoms up, over. I hope I'm doing this right. Like I said, this is only my second one. Unwind it. Oops. So we are unwinded, and then you're going to unwind your bottom. Okay, where did I lose my wire? It's here, I can't see it though. Here we go. twist it nice and tight, guys. Because this is what's going to tie around your top of your wreath, so. There we go. It's not bad. Okay, so now we're going to take this, we're going to put it on our little fluff box. You want to tie it down. She sells the fluff boxes, in case anyone's wondering. And this is actually a little bit longer on the tails than that one is. That's okay. You can cut it down to size the way you want it. And then you're just going to pull her. And so she starts from the bottom. Did I miss a leg? Or did I do them all? I did them? Okay. Just going to make sure I didn't miss anything. Don't pull too hard because it will pull it apart. You just want to fluff it. And this is Halloweenish, so once you fluff her, there we go. This is what I did. So like I said, this is only my second one, so bear with me. And you can do it however you want. Please watch her videos. I'm trying here. So, as you guys see, all I'm doing is just fluffing it. Make it the way you want. It takes a little time to get it and to get used to it. But it's a lot of fun once you start seeing how it forms. So you're just going to pull it apart, and then you're going to pull it apart again once it's on top of the wreath. And it's nice and fun the way. So this one's a little bit long. I might leave the legs long. I'm not sure. I kind of like it like that. So we'll see. We'll probably trim them once we get them up there. But as you can see, it's not hard to do. Mom? No. Okay, I'll get it. Okay, so there, that's nice and cute. So what I did with the crow is I took this off. This is $1. Everything's from the Dollar Tree except for the broom and the witch legs. So all I did with this is I took a piece of wire. We're not gluing anything except for if you want to add jute to your broom, which I'll show you how to do that. So all you're doing is you're going to take this, and all I did was take it around the base. I'll be right back. So sorry about that. That was my doctor calling for my appointment. I had to take that. Okay, so what you want to do is you're going to take your crow, and all you're going to do is you're going to tie it around, okay? And you're going to take the existing wires and you're just going to twist it. So all we're doing is we're tying a crow on top of the bow. And then what I did is I am taking my purple, and all you're going to do is you're going to just going to poof it around. That's it. That's all I did. So we're going to take the purple, and you want to do like a so we're just giving an illusion is all we're doing. So if you're trying to do what I did, this is how I did it. And this is your purple mesh from the Dollar Tree, so everybody can be clear. Trying to show everybody. So this is what I did. This is it. It's not taking your floral wire. To the existing. Make sure that you have this out, because we have the crow and then we have your existing purple that we're doing. So this is all I did with it. It's very, very easy to get this all tied up the wrong way, so you want to twist all your wires together, because this is going on the top of your witch broom. That's it. That's all I did. Hope this isn't confusing everybody. That's it. You're just twisting it all together. So this kind of goes on the front of it. So with this, you're going to trim it. So I want it to be just like this. I don't want it to be longer. So you're just going to take them and you're going to trim them down to size. And then once it's on your witch, the top of the witch, you're going to fluff it out again. So all I did was just trim these. I used, if you remember our last tutorial, I used these. So that's why it was shorter than the other. So I'm going to put this one up, because we're going to use the one that I used. So all you're going to do is just fluff it, and then you're going to want to hold this to the side. So that's how I made this bow on the Pro Bow. But we're going to keep her box. This is Regina Seller's box. I should say my husband made this. So, but you can buy it from Regina Seller on Pro Bow, and it's $15. I would not make it. My husband is just very crafty. Okay. So then we have our witch brooms. Now, this one I made, and this one we bought. This is twigs. Trying to find my rope. Sorry, I have a whole bunch of projects going on. So all we did was I glued the rope onto my twig. You can buy this from Craft Outlet, or you can make your own. It's just a bunch of twigs with a big twig, and you glued it on. I'm going to use mine, but you can buy it from Craft Outlet. Okay, so I'm trying to show you everything that I did. So the next bow that I made is with Bodabra. And this is a really easy one. I believe that I showed you guys this before. And remember, this is Halloween, so there is no particular... it can look goofy, it can look lopsided. There is no way to do this. So we are going to do, it's about 26 inches. This is the wire. And you can buy this at Craft Outlet too. And if you remember how I did this before, so we are going to go and we're just going to do 2 fat bows. 2 fat poofs. So I fold mine and I always measure by hand. So this is my hand here. Twist it down. This is my hand here. And so if you guys watched me before, I go by hand. I like to tie mine down. So everybody does their bows different. This is the way I'm doing it. And there's 2 big loops we're doing. You want them to be the same size. Okay, that's the 2 big loops are the same size. This is a little bit thicker. And then I did our sheer black. And so the tails are really short on these. And we did 3 of them. That. And this is Dollar Tree ribbon that we're using today. So let's see, that's a little bit shorter. By sight, I am definitely not a pro at this bow thing, but we all are beginners at some point, so just and there's 3 little, so as it gets thicker, I did notice I do need to tie it more, so you're going to need, this is 4 ribbons. So 2 black and 2 of the orange striped from the Dollar Tree. It's in their Halloween section. This is the way I am doing it. Just a little bit longer than the 2 on the bottom. Remember this, like I said, this is Halloween. This doesn't have to be perfect and pretty. This is about goofy and lopsided and funny. To me it is. Okay, so, and then I did the 2 little small ones. I did 1 on each side. Then you're going to tie it. Okay, so this is the only thing that I did is I have little legs and they're different colors and they're at the end. And you're just going to cut it to where you want it. the difference between the bow. Regina's bow is a bubble bow. I like the bubble bows. And the Bodabra is more of your long bows. And that's like it. I do like the box, so you would want to put it on your box, your fluff box. Either bow should have a box to fluff it. If I'm learning anything, you don't want your fluffy bows. I'm learning. So you're just going to make it the way you want it to be. And there is no right or wrong. So these little guys here, I use on my other ones, I take the little legs that are hiding and I would throw it across. These, I actually trim it because you don't need a lot. And you don't even see it because this is a sheer color. You don't see the one that's ripped off because that's the leg. So that's all I did. And then you have this one and this one. And this is good. This one's a little bit bigger. This one's a little bit smaller, but it's the same bow. I'm going to use a smaller one. So that's the bows part. And it's whatever you guys prefer. I like the glue on this. It keeps it a little more sturdy. And I like the shorter legs on each bow. Okay, so we are going to take this. Now, remember you're going to put your pipe cleaner up here to hold it. So we are taking one orange, one black, and one purple. I'm going to move all this over. Now, that's all you need for the top of the witch hat. We are going to use 2 purple, 2 black, no, 3 purple, 3 black for all our poofs that are going right here. So we are going to take our wires, and it's whatever you could work with. I like the little thinner wire. I believe this is a 26 gauge. Remember, you want to put your wire around your triangle part. So just like you would do and you're tweeting through your ribbon, you're going to tweet through your mesh. So it's almost similar. Because this is how we're going to work our fabric around. And you're just going to take just a little bit. And it's the same thing. Remember, this is considered ribbon, so it's your 5-inch ribbon. And we're just going to, and then you're going to go. I'm just using the same concept as the ribbon. Same thing. Surround it. So if I were to have to guess, I would take it 10 to 12 inches, wrap it around. We are doing the same thing you would making a ribbon, but we are working it around it, and we are going to wrap it. You want this to stay out because it's going to go. That's how we're going to get it to stay on after we're done. So the one that I like when I do this is you want to make sure which one you want facing. So because we're doing a lot of purple and black at the bottom, as I wrap it around, and you're going to tweed it at the bottom when you're done too. You're just going to keep wrapping it. And I use almost the whole entire thing all the way around. Leave the wire up. Same concept. So, you're making a rainbow basically with the colors. But if you noticed on the last one, I use the orange to be your spotlight. So as you get towards the middle, you take this, remember the wire in the center is what holds it on so it doesn't go. So you don't want it to bind all up at the top either, because this is what holds it down here. Okay. And you can add more as you go through too. So there's no wrong way. Now it does get more sturdier as we're getting towards here because it's taped to the edge. So here we go. And you don't want to see through this, so you want to make sure that you get this nice and covered. I take the orange. The orange is my focal point color. As if you saw from the first picture. It's the biggest chunk that I want on here is that orange. And you can cover this too, so the back of it can be covered. I twisted that as we're getting down to the bottom, and we're going to tweed the wire so it's nice and tight once we get it all the way around. So just work it around. I think I have enough orange showing. Now we could take all three of them. Probably making it more difficult because it's slippery on this. I should have moved my mats onto this table. Don't worry about it being all poofy. You're going to work it down. It may look like a mess to y'all, but it's not. This is the way we do it. It's not hard at all. So as we get down to the end parts, we're almost there. Make sure you get all your staples out. Be careful you don't prick yourself. as you see this, the thicker wire goes in between, and the thinner wire is what we're going to tie her down with. So, I had a lady ask me about burlap. You do know that you use your wires when you work with burlap as you work it around your frame as well. Same concept, but it's little pieces. I use between 1 to 3 inch pieces, and I go in between the frame to hold it down so it doesn't fall out or come loose, and it holds it in place. So same exact concept if you were using your burlap. Okay, I just want everybody to know this. So we are doing a wraparound, so you need to find a way to keep this on. So this is how I do it. You don't need much as you're tying it down. You want to leave a little room because we got to work in the little loopies. Okay? If you don't, this is the hard part. So once this is done, it's all about the way she looks. We still have to tie this up here. So here we go. This one I did a little bit more orange than the last one. But that's fine because we have the purple going at the bottom. The purple and the black. Once it's put together, you don't see any of this. And the main thing is you want this to be secure. You don't want somebody to have it one season and it comes apart. So when you're working with this wire hanger, it's all about securing this fabric on there. If it comes apart, you're going to have unhappy customers. Just make sure as you're tweeting it through, there's no sharp ends. So as I'm tweeting it through, this has more of a plastic coating to it. That's what I like to put the fabric on. Now, to keep the bars nice and tight, I use the other one, the silver one. It's a little more sturdier. But I'm always check. Make sure that your customers aren't going to get pinched in any way. So go through it. So as you see, I'm just tweeting it through. That's all I'm doing. You don't even see this when it's done. There we go. Remember, your bow goes into place here. So you don't see this either. We're shaping her hat. So all we're doing, and we're tying it into place. You don't want to see through this, so the most important part is to make sure this is covered. All the way covered, so you don't see through the hat. So as we get down to here, just going to tighten it. And you're just going to fasten it through. Make sure, like so, this is your wire in here. So this is your form. So all we're doing now is you're going to just go in on the sides and take a couple pieces and pull the fabric to each end. And this tightens it down, keeps the fabric on, no loose ends, and it lasts for seasons without having to take it apart. We'll just tweet it through. Same concept as ribbon, same exact thing. So we're just tweeting it through around your frame. So go through it and finish her up. I would go, so what I'm doing is I'm looking for the bar. Take your wire, pull it through, and tighten her up. And all we're doing is you're going just to tighten it nice and firmly down. And then you have an option. Once it's nice and tight, we can leave it. Or you can take your foam pieces when it's done, and we can apply it to the back. So it's totally up to you. They're not going to see any of this, so it's not like you have to. Once this is all tightened, you don't see a thing. So we're going to tighten this up, and I'll be right back with you. All right, so you're going to cut your loops into 8-inch pieces. And remember, it takes 3 black, 3 purple. You're going to take your whole pipe cleaner. We're not cutting them in half. And you're just going to roll them. So you're going to want to do 1 purple, 1 black, 1 black, 1 purple, and you're going to go just tie it down. We're putting 6 in each pipe cleaner. You'll see, it'll look like a cute little hat when we're done. I love the way it looks. It's always a work in progress. You can do it any way you want. That's 3 purple, 3 black. So you're going to roll up. It takes almost all 6 rolls. This is bigger than what you guys think it is once we put it all together. So, and you want it to be nice and full to cover that bottom bar. And all we did with the fabric is we wrapped it and we tweeted it in. Now you can do any type of design with that fabric. That's just a wrap over. You can do zigzag, you can do any colors, anything you want. You can cut it into pieces and wrap it in. So if it's 20 inches at the bottom wide, you're gonna, yeah, so you're gonna do double. So if this is 4, you're going to do 8, and you would tweet it in. The problem is with that is if you do that, you're going to see through it. That's why I did the wrap method on it. Otherwise, you're going to see right through it. As you see, you layer it on, and you don't see through the fabric. So I did try it with the other fabric. Same thing. You're going to need to layer it in order not to see through it. So that's why we're doing the wrap method. And you just tweet it in. Same exact way you would do your burlap wreaths. So here's your little poof areas. So now we're going to just take it and you're going to go and start tying it on. And remember, this is 1 on top, 1 on the bottom, and you're going to fill her up. And you're going to see it starts to tighten up as we fill it, so don't worry about it. And you're going to leave a little bit of the, so as you're tying it on, you leave a piece loose so you can tie them together. That tightens it down. It's just same exact concept if we're using a regular wire. See, it tightens it so it doesn't move around. So as we get it on there, we tighten it down. And this is why I also put the bars in between. So if you need to, you can tighten it on the bar. And this wire is thicker than the wire I used to tweed it on. So the thicker the wire, the more sturdier. If you think you can handle putting and twisting your bars on, you most certainly can. This is for, I'm trying to teach you guys how to do this. If I were to twist it on the bars, it would take a lot longer than what we just did. So that's why I didn't do that. I may do one with the bars twisted and just show you guys. But you're going to have to cut so you would cut this in 3 to 4 inch pieces. And you would go in between each one and you would twist it around with your needle nose pliers around this. I mean, it would make it more sturdier, but it's a lot more work. And I'm trying to make this as easy as possible for everybody. I don't want you guys to get on here and say, oh my gosh, this is a lot of work. Listen, I have a lot of fun with this. So my challenge was to make something Halloween-y, and I'm not a big Halloween person, so I made something prissy. I am going to add some more Halloween pieces and see what I can come up with, see what my brain can do. We'll see. Our next tutorial will be on my Christmas poinsettia, as I said on my page. That is going to be a lot of fun, and it's actually really beautiful. So you're going to love it. So go ahead and fill her up, and then we're going to add our bows on and our broom, and then we will be done. Okay, so the one thing I would suggest is when you cover the back, the two that overlap, make sure the holes are on each other and you have at least that little bit lap there so it's nice and tight and it completely covers it. So you only need to cover this part because this is all covered. Nice, tight, the wires have it down. This is the fun part, guys. The very, very fun part. So you can cross your legs. So now we're going to add our broom. So this was the bow we did with the Bodabra. Now, the one thing I do notice with this is I do want to go over it. Okay, so if anyone knows from, I've said it before, I like the harder wire that goes around this, not this, because you can't tweed this through that the way I want it to be. So I'm going to take, the green wire because it's thinner. I'm going to take this. The green one is thinner, less obvious too. So I'm going to just go around this. And I want to tie it. So this should be tied. I just prefer it this way. So all you're going to do is you're going to go through this. Remember, you have wire in here because we tweeted it all the way through. So there's no need to worry about it coming undone. I take the gather, just 2 of them, because this has got a lot of fabric on it. And I'm just going to take it under, tweet it through the fabric. If you can get it through, then get it through. If you can't, you can tweet it right through. Now I'm going to find the other piece. Just going to twist it. Make sure that you get her nice and tight so she doesn't come apart. So this is a little more work than everybody anticipated probably. But so you know, nobody makes the witch frames. You have to do like a Christmas tree triangle thing and try to figure it out yourself. So this is why I made my own. I was kind of upset because I didn't see it. And the people that do make it, nothing's available. So I made my own. So now we're going to take this one. So you should have your wires. Same exact method. This is going to tweet it just through it. And remember, this is going to hang up, so you don't have to really... We have this all... I want it to go. I put it through the loop, and then I'm going to put it through the fabric on the back. So now I want to tie the wire in. So when we hang her, you can fluff your ribbons again, cross her legs, and she's quite big. So this is the fun part, though. You're decorating. This is fun, fun, fun. Just tie it. Make sure it's nice and tight, okay? You don't want it to come loose. I tie it a couple times, and then you can cut your loose wires. So remember, you have your little loop on the back to hang it, so you don't have to worry. Now you can also make a wire loop too. This seems to be fine. I've done this all my life. Never had to worry about it. Move some of my stuff out of the way. So the crow, Dollar Tree. Everything's from the Dollar Tree except for the legs and the broom. Made the bows. One bow is made with Regina Sellers Pro Bow, large bow. The other bow is made with the Bow Dabra. You can cross the legs. You can do whatever. You want to fluff them. And remember, this is Halloween. This is going to be fun. So your bows don't have to be perfect. Nothing has to be perfect. Just put her in her place. There you go. That is my witch hat. Carmen's witch hat. And she is just a pretty thing. Nice and big. She's got it on my front door for Halloween. Let me move this so y'all can get a better look. Table's a mess. My workspace is a little bit bigger. As you can see, we're trying to add more. Getting busier and a lot more stuff to do. Season for wreaths, people, are coming up. It starts middle of September all the way through the end of December, and then again at tax time. So those of you that are new, season has not hit yet. It's in a couple weeks. So now is the time to get ready for your season. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe. And I will see you probably towards the end of the week for the Christmas poinsettia. Maybe more like Monday. Maybe Sunday. We're not sure yet. Please like, heart me, share, subscribe. Show me your witch wreaths. I want to see them. So those of you that are on my wreath page, I really want to see what you guys come up with, because this was a lot of fun. Please make your own. Be creative. Have fun with it. This is supposed to be a fun wreath. So I will see y'all later. Have a blessed night.